Hi. Welcome to the Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass Training. You're welcome. I'm so glad. I'm so delighted to meet you in this masterclass training. I believe you are one of those ambitious people or persons who desire to become a shareholder one day. I remember during my undergraduate studies in university, I had this ambition of being a shareholder, buying shares of company. I wrote this down in my diary and I ensured I pursued the right knowledge until I got it. And then now I'm now a shareholder with many companies, both oil and gas, both banking sectors, both hospitality sectors, and the rest. All right. So I believe you as well. You have that same ambition of becoming a shareholder soon. All right. And that's where I'm here to guide you on this stocks and shares masterclass training in this training. Okay. I don't want you to see this as a professional course or a professional class. No, but I want you to see this as a discussion between me and you. I know you have struggled to see how you can understand what the stock market is. You have browsed, you have checked online, you have checked a lot of things, but you have not seen a well documented, compiled education or knowledge regarding the stock market. So I'm here to guide you on the basics so that you understand what it's all about before you dive into it, okay? And I want to show you the wonders of the stock market because this is what I've been into, and I can tell you that the stock market can deliver. It can deliver. I have a long time experience now in the stock market. All right, so now let's go. Now look at what Warren Buffett said. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Let me say God forbid on your behalf, but that's the honest truth. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, then you will work until you die. It's not an insult, but that is the truth. That is the truth. Okay. But you see, before we move on, I want you to hear what this great man said about investment and wealth creation. I just want you to listen. It's about that we hear the perspective of men who are doing well, and let's hear their own counsel to anyone who wants to build wealth, sustainable wealth. Let's hear what they have to say regarding investment. So let's listen to this video. Let's watch it and listen to it, and then I'll be right back.
This is what turns you from a rich person to a wealthy person. The major reason behind the financial up and down of believers, especially those that God has started helping, this secret right here is what, if you do not understand, you will never be wealthy. Never ever be wealthy. The Bible says, give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. We'll look at it in a number of versions. Give us NIV, then NLT, and finally Good News, GNT. Give us NIV. It says, give portions to 7 and yes to 8, for you do not know the disaster that may come in the land. Let's look at NLT. It says, divide your investments among many places, for you know not what risks might lie ahead. Can we? Yes, Good News. I like this. Watch this now. Put your investments in several places. Koinonia, wake up now. Many places even, because you never know what kind of bad luck you are going to have in this world. Look up. The only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is through investments. Write it down. The only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is through investments. If you do not understand investments, you will never be wealthy. Unfortunately, these kinds of platforms don't give us the liberty, because you are speaking with people and because you are speaking on financially related subjects, and with it comes many things, unfortunately. But let me tell you this: you must learn and master investments if you want to be wealthy. A job can give you you can have salary saved with time and have some money. Providing value, like I taught you, can connect you to a clientele, and all together they can give you some money. Some of us, as I'm speaking to you now, it's not like God has not been faithful. There is something lying there, but what to do with it is what most people do not know. Is the reason why they keep going up and keep going down. There is nobody who is sustainably wealthy on earth, whether in the secular or in the church. There is no ministry, listen carefully, that is sustainably wealthy on earth that has ignored investments. Now, put your mind on this, that when God shows you faithfulness financially, your next project is to settle down and learn everything you can on investments. Learn it, learn it, learn it. By the time you create systems, they are called, you have entered a realm called oceanic wealth. It's a realm that the Bible calls the wealthy place. You see that now?
All right, as you can see, the man kept emphasizing, he's actually a man of God, but Apostle Joshua Selman, he kept emphasizing that the only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is investment. You may be a salary earner, you might be earning 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200, 1 million, 10 million. I mean, depending on the nature of the job you are doing, you might be earning a lot of money, but you see, that money will remain dormant in your hand unless it's invested. Without investment, money can never or will never grow. And that's why he said, if you have any resource coming into your hands, no matter how little it is or large, ensure you sit down and learn investment. Learn investment. Learn it. Learn it. Don't just assume you know it. No, sit down and learn it. And that's what I want to show you now. How you can, the things you should know about investment, and then how you can learn it and have constructive knowledge about investment and the gains. I tell you, investment has a lot of gains in it. I tell you. He said that is what moves you from a rich person to a wealthy person. Now, what's the objective of this training? My objective in this training is to help you understand how the stock market, the stocks and shares industry works, how it works. You need to know how it works so that you don't just do things blindly. You need to know how it works. And then I want to show you how to start your stocks and shares investment journey to wealth creation so that you can create wealth. While you are sleeping, your money is creating wealth for you. I mean, your money is growing. But you see, you will need to take a very important action at the end of this training to start investing in highly profitable shares with 50% profit and above. Yes, I want to take that action, but you see that action will actually cost you a little, but not much. Okay, and I want you to stay till the end of this training because there is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give some bonuses to those who are able to stay or who have endured till the end of this training. All right, so now let's go on now. Now, someone might be asking, who am I and why you should, I want to show you why you should listen to me. My name is Habila Amado. I'm a clergy and an entrepreneur with wealth creation on wealth creation. I'm also the wealth creation coach, and I'm the director of Digital Finance Academy and the privileged founder of a ministry, an apostolic ministry called Ancient Lights Gathering. All right, so I'm a graduate of Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, where I obtained my bachelor's degree in microbiology from 2015-2019, and also from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, where I obtained my master's in public health. Yes, that's from 2022 to 2024. Now, beside being a graduate, I have been mentored in the area of financial management and wealth creation by some of the brightest minds in the industry. Being experienced in investment, of course, I tell you, I'll show you the results. It's not enough to just say it, I'll show you the results. Being experienced in investment for a long time and multiply and growing my finances in high percentage, yes. I also want to help you achieve this through this course. All right, that you will start raising significant amount of money for specific projects through investment in stocks and shares. Some have projects of houses. Some of you want to gather up some amount to register maybe for school fees. Some want to marry, some want to buy a car. I believe that. Some want to build a house. Some of you want to change, your pattern of living. Some want to upgrade. Yes, I want to show you how you can achieve this through this course. All right, let's move on now. Now you may be asking, this guy that is training you, are you truly certified? Yes, I'm certified. Can you see now? This is my certificate of completion. I did my stocks and shares investment masterclass training under a tutor. I have a mentor in that. So I didn't just come from anywhere. I didn't gather information from anywhere, just haphazardly getting things here and there and then compiling to form a training. No, I have an experience in the stocks and shares, and I'm trained, also mentored in the area of investment. So this is my certification. What about my result then? Someone might be asking, are you sure you have traded, you have invested? Yes. These are few of my results that I just chose to show. You see, I bought shares with a company. This is a company called Veritas Capital Assurance. I bought shares with them, and look at the percentage gain I got. I gained 34.53% just by buying shares alone. I just bought the shares, and then my shares grew to 34.53%. Imagine I invested 100,000 naira. That means I'll wake up with I will realize 34,000 naira. 34,000 naira. Can you see on that company here, downwards by my right? Lasaco Assurance PLC. I gained 42.08%. Wow, that's a huge gain. I had to screenshot this one again. That's Owando, to show you how we grow in the stock market. As you are investing, your stock keeps. Can you say I've already made 3% here? 3%, and you'll keep growing as well. So these are few of my results. Imagine you are putting 100,000 in Lasaco. You are waking up with 42,000 naira, or you are putting your 10,000 naira. You're waking up with 4,200 naira. This is how we grow our finances. So these are few of my results. Yeah. All right. And can you see these are few of my an investment? I bought the shares with Veritas. Can you see it here? With Lasaco. Can you see it here? With Chams. Can you see it here? Fidelity Bank as well. Access Bank. Can you see them? I bought First Bank of Nigeria. Can you see even UBA? I bought shares. I'm a shareholder. Yes, I'm a shareholder. I'm a shareholder. So I'm proud to say that I'm a shareholder. All right. Now let's move on. Now, not just that again, I also belong to a community of stock market investors where we deal with both the Nigerian stock market and the US stock market. Okay, and can you see we are almost 560 members there? Can you see me there? I'm part of the group, so I had to screenshot it as an evidence. So this young man here talking is not just a young man that just chose to just teach something that he doesn't know. No, I'm trained. I've applied this, and I also belong to a community. Can you see that now? I have advantage. Every day updated on the stock market. So this is why you should listen to me. Okay? Sit down and listen to me. All right. Now, what are shares? Let's go fast. Shares is a unit of equity ownership. Units of equity ownership in a corporation. What does that mean? What does that mean? Shares refers to a portion of ownership that you have in a company. What do I mean? In other words, if you buy the shares of a company like Dangote Cement, automatically you have become one of the owners of Dangote Cement. Automatically, yes. Once you buy a share, you have become like one of the owners of that company. Yes. That means anytime the company makes profit, you have a share of profit no matter how big or small. Can you see how your money can work for you just by buying shares? You only bought shares and allow the company to use the shares, to use the money. As the money is multiplying, you are also making profit. And you see, the profit that the company makes, sometimes they'll come and share it. And as they're sharing it, they call it that profit they share is called dividend. You can buy the shares of different companies from as low as 0.50, that is 50 kobo per unit, as high as 1,000 naira per unit. I'm a shareholder. Yes. I bought shares with Owando, and then I received a text message how that they will be holding a meeting. The shareholders will be holding meeting. I was invited for that meeting. It's a visual meeting actually on Zoom. Now, do you know what this can do to me? The honor of sitting and listening to men speak, you know, men speak, mighty men, people who are intelligent speaking, even if I'm not experienced, just by being a shareholder, I'm now invited into that company to learn and to hear what mighty men will say. Don't you know that there are secrets I will pick from there? Yes. So once you buy share from a company, you are like owning a part of that company. Yes, I tell you that. All right, let's go on now. Now, example, if the price of Access Bank shares is 24 naira 90 kobo per unit, so you can decide to buy 100 units. Let me tell you one thing, shares is measured in units. Yes, you measure shares in units, okay? Yes, one share, it means 1 unit of share, okay? Yeah, just like you buy fuel in liters, that's how shares are. So you call it 1 unit of share, 2 unit of shares, 3 unit of shares, 10,000 unit of shares, 100 units of shares. So when you buy every unit of share in Access Bank, which costs, that's as at the time I was preparing the slide, which costs 24 naira 90 kobo. Now, if you decide to buy 100 units of it, it will be cost you Now you just multiply the 100 units, that's the number of shares, we call it units, 100 units of shares times the amount per unit, which is 24 naira 90 kobo. It will cost you 2,490 naira alone. 2,490 naira. You have become a shareholder. Your dream is coming to pass, is coming true. The dream of being a shareholder is coming true. Just with 2,490 naira, let's say approximately 2,500 naira, you can stand up and say, I'm a shareholder, of course. And if the price of Boasment shares is 99 naira per unit, if you decide to buy the same 100 units of Boasment shares, this will cost you how much? Just multiply the 100 units as the number of shares times the amount per share, that is 99 naira. That will cost you 9,900 naira, approximately 10,000 naira. You have become a shareholder. This means 10,000 units will cost you how much of Access Bank? That's if you multiply 10,000 units of shares times 24 naira, that is per share. That will cost you 249 naira, 249,000 naira. Yes, for Boasment, if you do the same calculation, it will cost you 990,000 naira. Note, you can buy shares if you have as low as 1,000 naira or even less. I can tell you that is very possible. Yes, it's very possible. All right. Can you see the companies here? You can buy companies with Dangote. You can buy shares. I mean, with Dangote, you can buy MTN. You can buy, banks. Banks. You save your money, and sometimes they will take their charges there, and of course it's good. They have to take their charges out of it. But as well, you can buy as you are saving. They are taking their charges. You are also making profit. Yes, as a shareholder. Not that they are owning your money and you are not owning the bank. Yes. So you can buy shares of Access Bank, UBA, Fidelity Bank, Wema Bank, 100 plus companies. You can be a shareholder in that. Are we together? So now let's go. How does the stock market work? Someone will be asking, how does the stock market works? Your question might be, how do I make profit from the stocks and shares investment market? I will answer that. Now, among many ways, just listen to this. Among many ways, there are two major ways to make profit from stocks and shares investment. Number one is capital gain. Capital gain is simply when the price of the shares of a company goes higher. That's when it increases. Yes, now let's look at this example. If you buy 10,000 units of Dangote sugar shares at 15 naira per unit, it will cost you 10,000. Remember, the number of it is unit, right? 10,000 times 15 naira, which is 500,000 naira. Now you just bought it and you left it, and the company now start making profit. Now, if the price goes up to 60 naira, you bought that 15 naira, it goes to 60 naira per unit by tomorrow. By tomorrow, right? That's 20%. In fact, you can even get 50% profit in 24 hours. You will have 10,000 units times 60 naira, no longer 15 naira, times 60 naira, which is 600,000. So by that, you have just made a profit of 100,000 naira in just 24 hours. Yes, you bought it at 15 naira and then it grew up to 60 naira, 100,000 when you bought 10,000 units. Can you see the profit that the stock market brings to people? Yes. Now, it is possible for a company's share price to go up by 10% or 50% in 24 hours. That means if you have 10,000 units of Dangote sugars at 15 naira, which is the total of 500,000, and the price goes up by 50%, you will make an additional gain of 50 divided by 100 times 50 naira per share, which is 25 naira. Of course, by 50%, that's 25 naira. So the new share price will now be 15 naira plus 25 naira, which is how much? 75 naira. You bought it at 15 naira, but it grew up to what? 75 naira. So let's see your profit now. And remember, you only invested 500,000 naira. Let's see your profit now. That is a profit of 250,000 naira in just 24 hours, which is, if you subtract 750,000 minus 500,000, it will give you 250,000. Sorry, the calculation there, it was a typing error, but it will give you 250,000 naira just by investing in Dangote sugars. Okay. Now, the second one is dividend. So, dividend is simply a portion of the company's profit that is paid to you as a shareholder. So you make profit. The capital gain is the first way of making profit. Then secondly, dividend. So it's a portion of the company's profit that is paid to you as a shareholder. So when the company makes profit, apart from the money that you'll be making when you invest and it keeps growing, That one is your capital gain. You can withdraw it at any time. There's also a profit, a day or a moment or a season of sharing profit. That one is the company that will choose to reward or that chooses to reward its shareholders. Apart from the one you have withdrawn yourself, that one you just traded it and you withdraw it yourself, the company will also come and reward you for being a shareholder. Can you see? Double gain. Apart from, in fact, there are people who don't even do the capital gain strategy, they only do the dividend. What they do is that they buy the company share and they allow it when it's time for dividend to be paid, they pay them. It is usually paid yearly, quarterly, or according to the company's pattern of payment. Now, let me show an example of what dividend is. If you have like 10,000 units of GT Bank shares and it is time for the company to pay dividends to its shareholders because you are also a shareholder, if the company decides to pay 2 naira, this one is very small, self 2 naira. No, they don't pay 2 naira. You see, well, there are companies that pay 2 naira, even kobos, but now there are companies who pay as much as 10 naira, 20 naira, 50 naira per share as dividends. Now, or we call it earning per share. If they decide to pay 2 naira, just an example now, you will receive, remember you bought 10,000 units, that's 10,000 quantity of shares, right? Now, you multiply 2 naira by that 10,000 quantity you bought. How much will it give you? That is 20,000 naira just for buying shares and keeping it. When it's time for them to share profit, they share it according to the quantity of shares you have bought. Can you see how people are making profit? Now imagine you both do the capital gain. Of course, as you have invested, they keep growing. As it keeps growing, you keep withdrawing your profit. And when it's time for dividend to be paid, you are not paid dividend. Can you see how people are making massive amount of money while they are just sleeping? You'll be asking, what's this person doing? No, they know how to invest in the stock market. Only investment can grow your money. Believe me when I tell you that. All right, so how to invest in the stock market? I want to show you how to start a step-by-step procedures to start investing in the shares of any company in Nigeria and around the world. Number one is create a stock and shares investment account with a stock brokerage firm. Of course, there are stock brokerage firms, and you see the importance of guidance is so that you know which broker to work with. Yes, now, you will need to fill a form and provide documents like your ID, BVN, NIN, utility bill, NEPA bill, passport, photograph, etc. That's the first step. The second step is complete all the necessary documentation with your stockbroker. You also need a link to link your bank account to your shares investment account. Of course, you need that. So ensure you stay and do that properly. Now, once you identify a company with the profitable shares, buy as much as you can. Note, your stock brokerage firm will also charge you a small fee. Of course, they will charge you a small fee, just a little token. Not a little, I tell you, very little, minute percentage. Okay, so after creating, complete your documentation, and then the next one is deposit money from your bank account into your stocks and shares investment account. Now you can deposit as low as 1,000 naira. I always say it. So don't think till you become an earner of 10,000 or 100,000 before. No, as little as 1,000 naira, you can start investing today. You can become a shareholder. Remember, I told you even with 2,500, 400 naira, you can become a shareholder. All right. To as much as 1 million and above, yes. Note, your stock brokerage firm will charge you a small commission. I already told you that. Now, search for companies with profitable shares to buy. Of course, you need to take your time and search for companies with profitable shares in the stock market. Don't just go and buy anyhow. That's why I tell you, you need training. If you are not trained, you will not know which company to buy. You need to be trained. I tell you, you need to be trained. Don't just go and follow suggestions up and down and buy something and lose your money at the final end. Now, then, another step is buy the quantity of shares you can afford. If your 1,000 naira can afford 10,000 units or 1,000 units or 100 units, buy the quantity you can afford. Okay? Then, wait and make some profit. That is the capital gain and dividend. Wait and make some profit. Wait for your investment to grow. Okay, then you can make as much as 10% to 50% profit in one day, 1 week, and 1 month. This one is very possible. You've seen it even in my examples there, my own results there. Note, unfortunately, you can lose money even all, but if you learn it, and if you learn it, you will avoid losses and gain profits continually. That's why I say you need guidance. Someone needs to guide you on what to do, how to identify companies with profitable shares and how to buy it. Then sell. Once you have made profit, sell your shares and withdraw your money to your bank account. Go and buy shawarma, go and buy your car, go and do your celebration, go and do anything you want to do with that profit. Okay, after making profits, that means your targeted profit, you can decide to set a target that I want to make 30%, 40%. Once I make this profit, that's all. Then sell your shares and withdraw the money to your bank account. Once you sell it, withdraw it to your bank account, and then you keep moving. Now, have you been getting value from this training so far? Please, if you have been getting value on what I shared about shares, about capital gain and dividend, please, I want you to type value in the comment section below. Okay, below. Now, I want to introduce you to what I call the Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass course. Yes, this is just a free introductory training, but I want to introduce you to a course. Remember, I told you that if you are not trained, properly trained, and mastered and guided in that aspect of shares, you may not be a profitable investor. So starting something by yourself for the first time is difficult and it will take time. So I came up with the course, with this course, to guide you step by step. Is a course step by step on shares, stocks and shares investment. Okay. Now, if you are a child, there are things you can do naturally. For instance, this young boy you are seeing here, a child, from crawling, he could stand, he could walk, and even ride some vehicle because there are wheels there to guide him and protect him from falling. Okay, but there are things that you cannot do by yourself. You can't learn it by yourself. For instance, driving. Can you see? Some people have to guide them. Someone had to guide these people on how to drive. That is on the highway. You can't drive. You can't just carry a car and say you want to learn how to drive on the highway. No. The same thing with finance. There are certain aspects of finance you cannot learn by yourself. Someone needs to guide you. If it is small business, petty trading, you can do it by yourself. But when it comes to big businesses and investment, we have the quadrant. There's what we call the quadrant of finances. Quadrant, the business quadrant. We call it the employment B BI. That is the employment stage, the small business, the big business, and the investment. Now, for the employment and the small businesses, you can do it by yourself. You can gain employed by your own effort. But when it comes to big businesses, that is the driving part, and investment, which is the flying part. As you can see, some are being guided on how to fly. It takes training, and you have to be trained properly. So starting it for the first time can be frustrating and it will be difficult. Okay. Now you may be asking, why should I get the Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass course? Because I said I'm introducing you to this course now, and you're asking, why should you get this? Now, these are what you'll be getting in the course. Now, this course consists of 11 modules plus 3 bonuses. 11 modules, module 1, module 2, module 3, 5A and B, 6A and B, 7A and B, 8A and B, 9, 10, and 11. These modules explain in details what the stock market is, and I will show you how to create your account, how to fund your account, how to buy shares, how to identify, because there are strategies I'll be showing you. Remember, I told you, if you see it in my flyer, I stated 99% proven and endorsed strategy. I will show you the strategies on how to identify profitable shares. There are different strategies, and I will show you those strategies, how to identify them and how to buy them. And I'll also guide you on a 1 million naira challenge. Let's see how we can make 1 million naira together. Yes, you can make it, I assure you. There are secrets to this, and I will show you in these modules. They are there. And also, in fact, these modules is well explained. It's practical aspect. I will be doing it with my own device. You also be doing it with your own device. So I will guide you step by step. And not just that, you see, not just that. Okay, not just that. In the bonus, or anyway, I'll be coming to the bonus part. But I want to show you something. This is my discover strategy and the strategy that is endorsed. Now look at what I shared. I remember when I said it's endorsed, it's not because I endorsed it by myself. It's because someone endorsed it for me. And of course, it takes a master to endorse what or it takes a teacher to endorse what the student is doing. So this was when I did this course, and immediately, I think within 1 week, I discovered a strategy and I shared it with my coach. And look at what he said. He said, "You are the only person that has noticed this amongst my students. I'm waiting for who will first observe it. Kudos, you have a sharp eyes and an exceptional mind." Wow. Now, this is a master saying it. I mean, my coach. Now, look at what he went ahead and said in the group chat. The group chat. That is the Stocks and Shares Investors Committee. He said, "Good morning, investor. I trust you are having a productive week. I've received various feedbacks from our last mentorship session, which is a sign that some of us here really followed the coaching that in that session." He said, "However, Habila, can you see my name there? Habila Amadu was able to see something very powerful when he was implementing the act of studying the charts. I'm a good student, I tell you. I see powerful things." Yes. He said, "I was expecting different observations about the behavior of the charts, the shares of the different companies. Now the strategy, what I shared with him was down. So I won't show it. I won't show it to you. It's in the course actually. It's in the course. You will see that powerful thing I discovered to a point that my coach has to share it in the group chat. Yeah. So that means something huge is awaiting you. Something huge is waiting for you. Okay. Now look at the few some of the students who have bought my course here. Can you see it now? I just screenshotted a few. These are few persons who have bought the course, and now I tell you, I'm receiving comments from them. Why don't you rush and get this course fast? I tell you, many in their tens are buying this course now. They are buying this course. Rush in now. As I've said, I'm giving a discount only to those, a bonus only to those who have stayed to the end. So you see what the bonus is now. Let's go now. Now, guiding in details in stocks and shares. Now, this is a lot to make you an expert. Those modules are not to make you an expert. Now, look at the bonuses. I'm giving a free financial management and investment book. I'm giving you one book. I've read that book over and over again, and it never tires me to read it again. And then I have another course which I call the Easy Money Saving Masterclass. This bonus is designed to guide you on automated and profitable saving, which means you are getting two financial management courses and investment courses in one course. This is a huge bonus, I tell you. And then thirdly, you have access to investors WhatsApp group. I'm creating a WhatsApp group, a community of investors. After you are done with the training, come and join the group. Let's continue working together on investment. Yes, can you see the bonuses here? In fact, there are some places whereby you have to pay to join a group. But this one, I'm giving it for free. I'm giving it for free. Once you get this course, you are joining the group for free. There we rub minds together, keep guiding you. You want to buy shares, just drop it and then we guide you on what to do. And then you have another course again, Easy Money Saving Masterclass. This one has its own price tag, of course. And then a free book. And then a free book. Can you see that now? So this is a huge course. Now, so how much is this course? Considering the value you will get and how much it will help you make a lot of money and eventually become a millionaire and billionaire from this course, it will be worth it if I decide to sell it at 50,000 naira. Honestly, it will be worth it. It will be worth it. Or 75,000 naira or 100,000 naira. Believe me when I tell you that the worth of this course is far, far more than that. No. But I'm a considerate person looking at the current economic situation of the country. Let me tell you, anything that has to do with finances is not a joke, and you can never find it cheaply. So this is it. This course is hosted live on Seller and is going for 10,000 naira. Instead of 50,000 naira, 75,000 naira, 100,000 naira, I'm bringing it down to 10,000 naira only on Seller. I'm hosting it live on Seller. It's there. So you can see even those ones who bought, they bought it on Seller, right? I'm hosting it live on Seller for 10,000 naira. But hold on. I know you want to be like, 10,000 naira is still too much. You know how we do it in Nigeria again. Now, I like to show people who are fast action takers what I call unfair advantage. So what is the unfair advantage now? I'm going to give this masterclass course with 11 modules with 3 bonuses. You see, that is an extra course there again. To the first 10 people only who will take it for a whooping discount sum of 4,950 naira today. Instead of 10,000 naira, instead of 100, I'm bringing it down to 4,950 naira. Remember, the bonuses attached to this course. Don't lose this opportunity. Only for the first 10 people. 10 people, as I've said it. Probably as I'm even saying, somebody have gone to my DM to chat me up. So you need to take that action very fast. Be a fast action taker. Okay. Now this is what you should do now. To take your slot among the first 10 people today, send me a message now on WhatsApp with the code SASMA, SASMA. That's the acronym for Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass. Send it to this number on WhatsApp, please. On WhatsApp, send it to this number 07017686204. Take your slots now and then see you in the masterclass course. Bye. Thank you.